My thing is this. We've watched a resurgent Bears team over the last couple of weeks, but we all know the reality. The Bears are a very, in terms of their roster, quite flawed across the board. And I reckon if was it Ryan Pace? Is that what he's the GM's
Ryan
name?
Poles.
Ryan, yeah, whatever his name is. I sell as high as I can now. You know, Justin Fields' stock this season will not be higher than it has been in the last 2 games. He's gone from looking incredibly bad to incredibly good very, very quickly. I don't think it's going to last. Like I said, I think the Bears are probably going to be lucky to win another couple of games. If I am the Bears, I sell high now. I get Justin Fields away from this team before Week 8's deadline.
In the same package as DJ Moore.
In this, well, yeah, who knows, right? Like, I mean,
get
you saw a
sauce
statistic.
with your hot dog.
Yeah. Well, you know, why not? But seriously, like, if I'm the Bears, the franchise is fucked right across the board. There's a coaching problem there. There are players that don't trust the team. You know, there's just so many problems in that franchise right now that you may as well blow it up and blow it up properly. Justin Fields is talented, but I don't think he's going to be the answer. Like, this is the problem with a quarterback that plays in spurts like Justin Fields. He looks really, really bad, and you scratch your head and you say, how can you fix this guy who's clearly throwing the ball off of the back of his linemen's helmets or holding onto it with open receivers in the end zone, and then he just flashes brilliance. That coaching staff can't get it out of him, so I cut my losses. I sell as high as I can right now. He could still definitely attract a first-round pick, in my opinion, because there will be a franchise out there that says this guy is more than salvageable and he has all the tools. He's just making dumb fucking mistakes because the coaching sucks balls.
And what franchise would that be in your mind?
Well, that's open for discussion.
Who would be a good trade partner?
You go little by little. See it with the Bears now trading Chase Claypool with his shocking displays.
Yeah, see, this is another
That's
really
just
good
for
example.
church change.
Well, they
though,
get like sixth or seventh rounder.
Yeah,
well,
but
they
he
swapped.
can go and
Yeah.
be like the 14th piece in offense for Miami. That's
He's down the list there.
I think are there too many highly touted quarterbacks in this year's draft class though to not wait and burn the pick now as opposed to something you might get by natural position in 12 weeks?
Well, I would think that there's probably a franchise that's going to be somewhere in the middle that would take a flyer on him. Like, you know...
this smells like an NFC South, AFC South. The teams that
well,
always play on Thursday.
Well, here's a good
kind of
example.
conversation.
Let me give you a good example. There's one NFC South team that absolutely loved having this type of dynamic quarterback with an enormous arm who could run out of the pocket and just create absolute spectacular plays out of nothing.
Panthers.
No.
Falcons.
Michael Vick.
Mike Vick. I was thinking Cam
when
Newton.
I look at
Cam Newton as well. They
Justin,
just drafted him.
yeah, true. But when I look at Justin Fields, I compare him to Michael Vick. Except Michael Vick was way more interested in having dogs fight each other. But the reality is that I see that type of archetype in Justin Fields. If I'm the Falcons, I make that phone call. Desmond Ritter's.
Well, Fields is probably a better version of Desmond Ridder.
He's a way better version of Desmond Ridder, but I think he's also the poor man's Michael Vick, if you will. And that franchise needs something to reinvigorate the fan base. Mm-hmm. And I think that he would bring a lot of excitement to that team. But the other side of this is, he's not the only strong rusher there. He's now got, if he goes there, he's got Bijan Robinson.
Algier.
He's got Algier. He's got
Drake London.
Drake London is a fantastic number one wide receiver. And Drake London's a really crafty, quick guy. DJ Moore is like a big guy, but Drake London's like got the size, but he's a bit more crafty. You've got a way better offensive line there that can give him a bit more time to escape the pocket as opposed to one that shits itself every time a little bit of pass rush and pressure is applied. I just think it makes a bigger difference. And I would argue that the Falcons' defense is a little bit better than the Chicago defense, and that's what you need when you've got a wow but turnover prone quarterback. Look at the Favre days in Green Bay. The reason why Favre could break the all-time leading interceptions record but still go down as a great, minus the fraud charges, is because of the fact that he always had good defenses in Green Bay. So if he threw the ball 70 yards down the field and it was picked off at the 10, the Green Bay defense could do something about that. You just don't get that opportunity in Chicago. So if he doesn't play clean, they're fucked.
Yeah, I just don't see the market being wide enough. Like, I get the Atlanta thing, and I can't really see it anywhere else in the league.
I have another one.
Yeah?
A middle-of-the-road team that we saw play today. They'll win probably 6-7 games. They won't have like an overly high draft pick. Las Vegas Raiders.
Not if they keep McDaniels, but he's not going to draft.
No
he's
way.
not going to want that type of quarterback.
No, but I don't know if they.
Yeah.
I don't know if they keep McDaniels.
Yeah, it depends on what happens.
It was funny. We mentioned the Atlanta offense and we didn't mention Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, well, actually,
What's
that's quite
happened to
telling.
him?
That is quite telling. What has happened to Kyle Pitts?
Was
Never
he
gets
number?
targeted.
It was number 4th. He got taken high.
It was
Top
high up.
pick. Yeah.
Do you blame
Fourth
him
pick.
though?
No.
You know, do you blame the quarterback situation?
I can't see.
He's a great athlete.
I can't see any teams lining up for Fields unless Minnesota make a big change. Even in the South, like the areas you look at in the South, like New Orleans are a defensive team. I think like Tampa. I don't know. Carolina obviously just drafted Bryce Young. Indianapolis just drafted Richardson. Jacksonville have Lawrence. Houston just drafted Stroud. Mike Vrabel wouldn't have that type of player.
What about a team that just absolutely got fucking pillaged by the Bears in the Washington Commanders?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the quarterback's the Washington's problem, really. Like, I don't think that Sam Howell's gone that badly.
No.
Yeah. Well, no, he hasn't. But is he really the future of that franchise?
No, but I think that he hasn't shown any less at NFL level than Justin Fields.
Yeah, but you know who worked really well for Rivera?
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton.
Yeah, Rivera won't be lasting the season though.
You don't reckon?
Yeah,
Going into
and they're not getting Bieniemy's former protege Mahomes. So.
Yeah. What about the Cardinals?
Yeah,
Joshy Dobbs,
if they
Kyler.
move on Kyler, that's the thing. Like, what are they going to do?
I think they're going to move on from Kyler. I think it's the Deshaun situation. Except Kyler's already got the contract, so he's happy to play Call of Duty at home. But
Where's he going to end up as well? Like that's
scrap heap, dumpster fire, probably selling fucking sandwiches at Arby's.
surely Kyler Murray will end up somewhere.
Yeah, no, he probably will. He'll probably end up in New England and be really, really good.
These guys he won the Heisman, didn't he, as well?
Yeah,
Pretty sure he won a
which
Heisman.
is just not always a good thing.
10-0 to start his NFL career.
Yeah, and then?
Yeah, but I mean, Justin Fields hasn't won 10 games total, has he?
No, I don't think so.